So here we are today, we're going to do the grilled lamb cutlets with couscous. First job is you can use lamb chops for a cheaper cut, but I do like the best ends of lamb. When you're cutting these, it's normally 2 bones and then there's 1. So that gives everyone a nice portion from the best end. I normally lay these in a dish. Now these are going to be marinated in lemon juice, olive oil, garlic and a few mint leaves. What I like to do next is cover these in this bit of fresh lemon zest, just to get a bit of a perfume. It gives it a nice flavour to the marinade. Cut the lemon in half. I've done this dish with fish as well in the past, with a bit of salmon, pork chops. Next is the garlic. Now you can be quite brutal if you want. You can just punch these into the board and you can just chuck them straight in. It's only for the flavouring. With this marinade, I've got some olive oil to cover them in. But what I've started using recently is a rapeseed oil. And rapeseed oil is very high in omega-3, but low in cholesterol, believe it or not. There's the garlic chopped, sprinkled on top of the lamb. In there. I'm going to use the olive oil today. And just to let that pour over the lamb. There we go. Then what I like to do is some fresh mint leaves just picked. You can tear these out and cover the lamb with fresh mint leaves. No salt, but I do like my pepper. So I prepare this in the morning and probably use it for the barbecue later on or for dinner. So that's the first stage of the dish. So what we've got here, we've got 200 grams approximately of couscous. That's going to go straight into our bowl here. I'm going to measure out about half a pint of hot water. You pour the hot water straight on to the couscous. You can add a knob of butter at this stage to make it enrich it, or a drizzle of olive oil, but it doesn't need anything else. Best thing is cling film it and leave it on the side for about 20 minutes, and that will just get all fluffed up and reconstituted, and that's ready for the veg to go in. This recipe I'm working on for 4 people, so the way I'm going to cut the veg, you'll see there's probably 2 carrots is probably enough in this salad. Depends, you know, how much you like your carrots, I suppose. And I'll cut the peppers for you. Straight down the middle. We'll take out all the seeds. Next to the green. The colours look great in the salad when it's all mixed together. Just slice them very thin. Like that. There we go. What I like about this dish is if you do make it, you can make quite a lot of it, and it freezes. There we have all our veg prepped. I kept the carrots separate, as you can see, because they're going to go in the pan first. Next job, I'm just going to lightly crush the coriander seeds. When you crush them, you release all the aromatic flavours, so this is what we're after in this dish. Next, what I'm going to do is go over to the stove and sweat the veg off in a little bit of olive oil in the stages that they go in the pan. So here we are at the cooking stage. The first job is to get the carrots in because they're quite firm and hard. And we can just go straight in to the pan like that. Now we're going to sweat the carrots, just have it on a medium heat. So that's the first stage of letting them cook on a nice slow heat. I'm going to turn that gas down, just let them soften in that olive oil. What we can do at this stage is put in about approximately a teaspoon of our crushed coriander seeds. Let the coriander seeds cook out with the carrots, and you want to get an even more intense aroma coming out now. About a level teaspoon of ground cumin. Let all these spices mingle, and the carrots are starting to soften as well nicely. Next, what we're going to do is add the peppers. They can go straight in on top. So we need to give that a chance to let it cook out on its own. Might need another drizzle of olive oil at this stage because the pan's getting slightly dry. Little trick here, you can make a well in the middle of the pan like this. This gets rid of the excess moisture in the veg, so you end up cooking the veg quickly. It's a good trick with onions as well, when you're doing a lot of onions in the pan. What's nice at this stage is add the rest of the lemon and just squeeze a bit of lemon juice into the veg. Just let that cool down in the spices and that nice sharp lemon. And the aromas here now are fantastic in the kitchen. When this cools down, what we're going to do is take the cling film off, lightly fork it, and mix in all the lovely peppers and carrots. And that's ready to go with the coriander and mint. That's the base of the couscous salad. Now, the last bit for this is some mint and coriander. So the next stage, we're going to get our lamb cutlets cooked. Our chops are ready. Off with the cling film. Nice hot griddle pan. And let's lay these chops down. Just scraping off some of this garlic that's stuck to it, because when the garlic burns in the air, it gets quite bitter and smell. But we can put it in last minute. There's our chops going in. It's enough for a family of 4. Enough for the film crew. I want to turn the heat down to a moderate heat and just let them sit there and have a good at least 5 minutes on each side. Turn the gas up a bit. Just give them time to cook. The lamb is lovely now. Now what I love lovely doing is the rest of the marinade, the lemon juice and garlic that was left in the pan. Last minute, just pour it all over the lamb, and turn the heat off. And just let it sit in that marinade. Give it a few minutes. And of course, the aroma coming off now is absolutely delicious. The garlic in the marinade is starting to cook. That part done. We're ready to plate. So you get a spoon of couscous in the centre of the plates. Pick up a nice cutlet. On top, another cutlet at another angle. And there you have it. My version of the grilled lamb cutlets. Lovely with the couscous salad, with the coriander, the cumin, the mint and the lemon juice in there. And it's a wonderful tasty dish, and I hope you try it and you'll really enjoy it and you'll feel so much better after it.